Welcome to the Michigan Travel Show, a kaleidoscope of stories about the people, places, and events that shape our great state.
Welcome to the Internet Advisor, your place for answers to your computer questions since 1998, with your co-hosts Gary Baker and Foster Brown and their team of tech experts. The door is always open at internetadvisor.net, on Facebook and through Twitter. But right now it's time to get you in touch with your helpful hosts on this week's edition of Internet Advisor.
Welcome aboard. Hi, this is Foster Brown, the co-host of the Internet Advisor, now in our 16th year of broadcasting throughout Michigan. We're delighted to be with you today, and we have got a jam-packed program.
Welcome to Michigan Travel TV. I'm Jenny McCafferty, and we are here at WJR 760 AM in the Golden Tower of the Fisher Building in downtown Detroit. We are visiting the Internet Advisor with Foster Brown and Gary Baker. And this is one of several visits we've made here to the show. Sometimes we talk about golf, sometimes we talk about running, sometimes we talk about both. Today, we'll be talking about the challenge of publishing in the age of the Internet.
We'll be Art and Jenny will come into that second segment, okay? The third segment, and they can feel free to cut, will be all about T-Mobile and that new form of contracts.
And then one or two guests.
Yeah, this is just me, 60 seconds coming in.
It's your kind. You have to stick it in underneath here.
That's beneath me. I won't do that.
Here we go. 60 seconds and we're back.
And then there's a volume control beside it too. That would be a helpful host one day.
Thank you for joining us here on the Internet Advisor, and a happy holiday season to you. My name is Foster Brown, and I've got the whole crew in studio. Mr. Gary Baker, Ed Riddell, and Cal Carson. And we've got a delightful couple of guests in here. Art and Jenny McCafferty.
The legendary.
Survivors from Internet TV. We're also going to be talking about the big T-Mobile shift in cell phone plans. What's that going to do to the rest of the industry? Stay tuned for the Internet Advisor coming up right now. In many cases, Cal, if you look right now what's out on the market, there are a lot of them with the detachable screens.
Yes.
That are serving
HP makes
Lenovo,
them, right.
Dell
Dell
has
makes
the Yoga,
them. Yeah.
Dell has got the, I forget what it's called, the XPS, but anyway, they all have come out with them. So it's in that hybrid.
It's a hybrid. Yep.
That's a new category that's come out.
But
But if you want to, from a tablet standpoint, and I think Cal will agree with me. I'm not really sure yet, but I think he will. That I just helped an associate of mine buy an iPad. And the new, the iPad 4, I mean, this was yesterday, the iPad 4, we went into Best Buy and we said, should we buy it here or should we go up to Micro Center for $50 less because Micro Center up on 14 Mile Road and 75 here near Detroit is selling them for $50 less, and they said, we'll honor that. So. I don't know if I should
it's
quote
interesting.
everybody on the air. That's only between us guys.
All right, we're just jumping around a bit, but I had the same thing. A friend of mine this week was making a decision about whether to go with a tablet or they wanted something light form factor, and I said iPad 4 was they were considering. And in the end, they got it, and I recommended that they shop at the Apple Store because, and I don't know if this is the experience that your friend had, Gary, let's check this out. At the Apple Store, what I love, my granddaughters, when they went in there and got their iPads, that Apple employee, like your daughter, Cal, spent an hour helping them set everything up, from getting their account to making sure everything was working. So when they walked out of that store, they had a fully functioning iPad that they understood. Not just a machine, but they really were all hooked into it and ready to go.
So not just to set them up, but maybe some training too, because we set up my associates in about 15 minutes. We just logged in, got
now, did the sales guy do that?
No. We just did it.
But here's my point.
But it takes about 15 minutes. So the other 45 was probably in training.
Yeah. Okay. But I think that what was nice at the Apple Store when you go there is you pay like maybe a few dollars more, but you get an incredible amount of services. And that was what I told my friends, and that's what they came back loving. That they had really felt, it's one of the few places I think you can go nowadays and really get a satisfying experience of buying something because they really make you feel like you made the right decision.
I just hate, every time I think about going to an Apple store, I think I have to wear a tie-dye shirt. I just, no.
Listen, you'll find people whose hair is gray as Art's is.
Well, I bet you he wore tie-dye when he was younger.
Oh, definitely. Right, Jenny? He wore tie-dye, so did Jenny, too.
Just underwear.
And he's pointing at art. Okay.
I think really what it boils down to is that what position are you in as a buyer? If you're in a position where you're technologically savvy, or you have a technologically savvy friend, aka Gary Baker, then you can go into a place like Best Buy, just buy it, walk out the door, and you're fine.
It's pretty easy to set up, though. You don't need to be very good to set up, don't you think?
Well,
I mean, that's why I like the iPad.
I want to
right?
say, I want to
Because I think it
say
is
that, but if I say it, I know I'm saying it because I'm a tech guy, and it's like falling off a log.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Where if you're not a tech person, you've just been watching TV and go like, oh wow, I want one of those things, and then you get it and go like,
What do I do?
What do I do?
I guess
Then in that
we
case,
set
you
up,
need that sort of thing.
We set up all our mail accounts right away.
It would be, that's it. I think for the non-tech person, more and more the experience that you pay good money for is the one where somebody hands you a device that is already shaped, conformed to what your needs are, with your mail accounts, with your photos or hooked up, whatever it is, and that you walk out of there with a basic knowledge of how to run
And it's
the thing.
family friendly. I mean, at that point. And I think that's one of the reasons why Microsoft decided to open up their Microsoft stores.
Yes,
Very
precisely.
marginal, very spotty where they're at. What are there, 8?
Well, there's going to be one there's going to be one coming up in this spring. Matter of fact, I think either
They
the
should
end
have
of
done
this
it
month or
20
next.
years ago.
Yeah, well, they're going to do it now in Somerset, one floor above where the Apple Store is.
Oh, of course.
Well, it's,
But,
Well, it's
you know,
cheaper when I hire people.
in Micro Center, down the street from where that is, Micro Center
Yeah.
is also very friendly. They'll
Yep.
set it up for you if you want. And Shane's
Comtech Services.
Comtech, thank you.
Shane Hamlin, who works here with us.
In Sterling Heights, right?
Yeah, now he represents
So now-
a smaller shop where you probably would get, I think, some of that same
You
service.
get the service, I think,
Yeah.
from him.
So really, what's nice I'm seeing is, and we're getting more and more emails telling me, where can I go to get X service? I think what's happening is people are really getting and valuing service, that personal service. If that's one thing that'll make you run back to an Apple store, it's that. Or any other store that will give you that. And it's well worth the expense. Hey, coming back in just a minute, we're going to talk with a couple of pioneers.
Welcome to the Internet Advisor, your place for answers to your computer questions since 1998, with your co-hosts Gary Baker and Foster Brown, and their team of tech experts. The door is always open at internetadvisor.net, on Facebook and through Twitter. But right now it's time to get you in touch with your helpful hosts on this week's edition of Internet Advisor.